Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have The Finest Hours. This is a 2016 uh, based on a true story drama. It's an hour and 59 minutes long, and it stars Chris Pine captaining a very different ship. Well, actually, a small Coast Guard boat instead of the Enterprise. I said Chris Pine, right? I didn't say one of the other Chris's. Did I? Anyway, Chris Pine. This is, yes, that one. We've also seen him in Wonder Woman. We've seen him in a bunch of other stuff. He's all over the place these days. And of course, but Star Trek was kind of his sudden leap to fame as Captain James T. Kirk in the J.J. Abrams version of everything. Well, enough about Star Trek. This is about this based on a true story adventure off the coast of Massachusetts. Of course, in the Northeast, out in New England, there's always big storms raging. There's many films, many stories, many songs written about such things, and this one takes place in 1952, and it's about Chris Pine. Chris Pine's character. I gotta get his name right. Why isn't he listed first? There he is. Bernie Weber. Now I'm gonna screw up all these names because there's a lot because I don't want to do a disservice to anybody, but these are real people, and you get to see that at the very end of the film. You get to see the actors side by side with photos of the actual people they portrayed from that era. And of course, like I said, there's a storm coming, there's a ship out there, and Casey Affleck is on it. Casey Affleck plays Ray Seibert, and Ben, there's a lot of people in this. Ben Foster, Eric Bana, Bana, and just a bunch of people that you might recognize. It starts off as sort of a romance story between Chris Pine's character and the woman he loves, played by, Holiday Granger, and she plays Miriam Weber, to become Miriam Weber. It's about a girl he kind of first meets somewhat on a blind date, and he's heard about her, and you get to see a little start of their romance as it builds up. I think it's there to give a little bit more depth to the characters, real people, so you get an idea, so you feel more for them rather than, hey, let's just throw them into the ocean real quick, and drama and danger and disaster and everything else. It's man versus nature, obviously. It pulls itself between being a very serious kind of romance drama, but pull in the ladies traditionally. If you're going to put hunky Chris Pine in a movie, why not have a proxy love interest that women can pretend to be, or men, that whoever. But they have that in there. Again, real story, real people. But how much of this is 100% like the real thing? That's always debatable. But things are somewhat exaggerated or timed differently, or characters are added or mishmashed together in order to create a little bit more sense of drama and things like that, either personally, internally, or externally. But either way, while we have the human drama, we have Chris Pine. I keep forgetting to say his name. Bernie. Bernie has kind of a regret that the last time he tried to do a rescue many years ago, some people were lost, somebody close to him, and it kind of really sort of, I guess, messes with his confidence a bit. They don't make it cheesy action film kind of thing. I don't want to downplay those are fun in their own right, but this isn't meant to be it's not meant to be a 100% historical document, and it's also not meant to be some action adventure where like Moonfall or something, and it's not like over exaggerated drama. But man, the footage, the scenes out in the sea, on the ocean, if you get a little bit seasick in real life, this might bring it back to you. I would hate to be, by the way, the boat that went out to rescue the people on the wrecked ship, by the way, half a ship. The ship that wrecked broke in half. And those that remained on the one ship, the one half that was still afloat, they somehow managed to maneuver it in a way to keep it from sinking and get to a spot where they would buy them more time. In the ocean. In the middle of a horrendous storm. waves higher than skyscrapers. Just that's the way it looked anyway. And this little Coast Guard boat, again, there's not a super high technology in 1952. This is 70 years ago. This happened 70 years ago in the wintertime. So it's freezing cold as it is. It's really crazy. So you get three guys going out in a boat to try to rescue these guys. And, well, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but the fact that they made a movie about it, you kind of get the hint that something good happened. Like they accomplished their mission. That's what you can assume, I'm pretty sure. So, but how it happens and how it looks the way they happen, I mean, honestly, it's meant to have this old school film romance feel, and, conflicts between COs and regular guys, and just there's some human drama, but also that just fantastically crazy. It's all special effects, it's digital and everything else, but it doesn't look digital. It looks pretty dang real. It looks pretty amazing, and it's terrifying, the things that they all have to go through. Just the little boat, like I was about to say, the little boat that Chris Pine, that Bernie, drives to the rescue. Literally, sometimes it has to cut under the water through the waves and come out the other side, or hope they're going to come out the other side. There's even a guy that has to sit in a little porthole kind of thing in the front tip of the boat, and I guess he has to duck down every time they try to do that, because otherwise he'd just get torn away or ripped in half, or I don't know, I don't know what happened to him. But dude, there's a guy in the tip of the boat, and every time they go over like a really high wave and then just tip down, you have to imagine that it's the biggest roller coaster that you could probably experience, and it's pretty. It feels like a roller coaster at times. So yeah, if you're into these kind of real life human dramas, man overcoming an unleashed force of nature, that, well, we are pretty much at nature's mercy pretty much most of the time, but it's a good story of just overcoming everything, overcoming the odds to rescue human lives in the face of all adversity. So yeah, it's not gonna be the kind of movie where I'd be like, oh my gosh, I gotta go see that. Actually, I did remember, I didn't see it in theaters, but I remember, man, the trailers for this thing seemed like play like every time I went to the movies back in 2015 or 16. This came out in 16, so yeah, it would have been 15 or so, or all of 16. But yeah, they played the trailers for this a lot, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember. Yeah, so it's a big adventure. It's the kind of thing you want to sit at home on a rainy night. That would probably only add, like a big stormy night, that would probably only add to the drama as you're watching it on Disney Plus. That would be kind of cool, actually. Get the popcorn out. But yeah, you get the idea that things might work out all right, but who's going to make it? Who's going to survive? That's the question to ask. And can they make it back in one piece? Can they save? There's a lot more lives on that boat that they have to rescue than, and by the way, it's a humongous boat. So there's a lot of people on that boat. Can they get them all back on just a boat that can probably hold 15 people? Don't know. You'll have to watch to find out. Anyway, yeah. I guess we'll pick tomorrow's episode.
111.
111. 111. All the way down. What do we got? Come on. Keep going. Ah, there we go. We got another movie. It's a bit of a classic. I don't know if it's going to be like a full-length movie, or if it's like a number of serials stitched together to make a movie, because they kind of did that every once in a while back in this era. But we're going to find out soon enough, because we're going to be visiting with just kind of the king of Frontierland at Disneyland, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Yeah. So Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. All right, I'll see you back here tomorrow with that on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you then. Bye.